We have two more sections that we're going to take a look at. The first is an investment strategy. So the first thing that you always want to do is you want to learn about the different types of investment. So we've talked about stocks, we've talked about bonds, we've talked about a lot of different things. There's going to be different types of retirement that you can do through your employer. There's going to be different types of things that you can invest in. So you always want to explore all the options that you have. You could do this on your own. You could do this with an advisor or a robo advisor. We're going to talk about robo advisors in a minute. The biggest thing that you want to think about when you are investing is you want to think long term. You want to not try to beat the market. So you don't want to freak out if the market is on a downturn for a little bit, especially if you're not retiring for a while, and you're not going to be using those funds for a while. Then you can go ahead and you can wait it out. They always say kind of riding the roller coaster. So there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs in your investment history. However, in the long run, if you keep your money invested, it will often give you a strong return in the end. So again, talking about robo-advisors, there's a lot of different robo-advisors, and those are those ones where you can invest online and you often don't need a whole lot of money to start off with. Okay, so some really great ones, you could even start investing now or in your 20s. Some really great ones are Personal Capital, Ellavest, Ellavest is a women-only one. That was my dog jumping on the couch. She's fine. Betterment. And so all of these are based on research. Okay, so they know how to invest in the market. I will say that I started off when I first decided to start investing not too long ago. I decided to use Ellavest. And the nice thing about these robo-advisors is that you can link them to your checking account. So every month they can take out an amount of money and they can go ahead and they can invest it. It could be as little as them taking out $5 a month. Okay. And so as you get more funds, you can always have them take out more each month, or as you pay down debt, if that's something that you're doing, you're working on, you are years down the road and you have some credit card debt or you've taken out some loans for whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and as you pay that off, you can have them take out more and it will invest for you. So again, I don't sit there and pick which stocks or mutual funds or anything like that I'm investing in. It does it all for me. I can go ahead and I can monitor it and see how my funds are shifting and whatnot, but it does a lot of the work for me. So the pros of using one of these robo advisors is that it's low cost. When I started to do this, I had to invest $10 to start off with. And like I said, you could do $5 a month. The fees that they take out are sometimes based off of a percentage of what your dividends are at the end of the year. So these are like 0.025 or something like that, or something where they're not taking out hundreds and hundreds of dollars from what you're investing or requiring you to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to start off. The cons of this is that you don't have any human interaction. Yes, you could email them and they could answer questions, general questions, but you're not necessarily going to have that one-on-one like you would if you actually had a broker. And then another con is that they can't calm you down. So in a time right now where people are often really worried about their 401ks or whatever in their investments because of the market, they can't call, and say, oh my gosh, what should I be doing? Should I just keep my money? And vent it out to people because it's being run by a website. Again, when you're thinking about these, you're thinking about the risk that you're willing to take. And so that's what the assignment today is going to be taking a look at, is going to look at how much risk you are willing to take in your investments.